Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall is 15 minutes away from 11 o'clock on Saturday night. I wasn't doing a lot. Well, there was mass. The anniversary mass for the parents was on tonight at 7 p.m. So we always go to one of the houses afterwards, sister's house. So we did. Um, I wasn't able to eat, like there was food of all sorts, so all I had was a cup of tea. Sucking diesel still. Scrambled eggs today. I must have 6 of them. So hopefully it'll keep me going until I get back to normal, or if I do. I won't be getting better, it's just that it eases off. It's something that comes, it used to come every year, going back to 2014 up to 19, and it should always come in February. So we're in February. So, but I hadn't to the last 3 Februarys. But as long as it's not too gets worse, as long as it doesn't get any worse, I'll be able to cope. I know people that has the same problem that are in dire straits in comparison, so I count myself lucky. Don't be worrying about me. I'll be okay. Today, good racing on today. We had a couple of winners and a few places. The first one off was Kruger Park. Now, even though I think they finished up at 11 and that, some of the bookies paid out 4 plays. I know the numbers bookie did paid out 4 on that. Jello was very good. He was 7-2 last night, went off 6-4. He was very good today. But a 7-year-old up against older and used, it was like used cars and bringing in a brand new Porsche. I don't know where he'll go next, but he's in the 160s now, so he's a grand little chaser. He's only 7. And JPR1 was disappointed. I had that race. It worked out the way I thought it might with Matata and what do you call the other one? Don't come to me. Stone. Edward Stone. And Matata, I thought the 2 coming from the back would be Liberty Hunter and JPR1. It was Liberty Hunter and Master Chewy. We were on Master Chewy a few months back and it done no good for us. But with a bit of a break, he done well today. Don't tell Sue. Well, somebody didn't tell her. She ran and the ground was too soft for her. Lemilos was very good. I should have made that me nap. It was the classiest of the lot. Actually, I thought it'd go out in front, but it didn't. He got a good lead. Heracles Westwood. Caught with the handicapper, I think. He has won a couple of up in class. And the one that I was afraid of won the race, but we didn't come second. We came third. And I thought coming to the last that the other one might sort of get tired. That's, I think, the 4th time recently that I done a reverse forecast, and the one I fancied didn't complete the forecast and the other one won. So in that case anymore, I think we'll have to split our stakes for a win bet and still do a reverse forecast. The one in Ireland, Miss Gherkin, that was running a decent race. I thought the jockey should have pushed him up past the one that won it before he made his couple of mistakes. He was very easy on it for a horse that stayed further before. Did I miss anyone? Oh, the big race then. I said last night, Joyous, I'd be very sweet on it if it was 2.5 mile, similar to the last day. But I was in a blue bookie. There was a fella beside me, and they were only after going about 3 furlongs. I said, the pace they're going to set it up. It was in about 4th or 5th position. I said, see that grey horse there? That's going to win that. He said, why did he say that? Did you back it? And I said, I didn't. But I said, the way they're running the race, it's just ready to suit the pace. Favour and Fortune ran on to be 4th. Lump Sum, that was 22s last night. Ran a good race to be 2nd. To just caught by 1. And likely the winner isn't qualified to run in the county hurl because it is only 4 hurl races and it has to have another one, so they won't run it. Probably wait till Liverpool. There's plenty of races for her anyway. But a big pot like that. And I've seen someone said to me after the race that some bookie had put it up at 8-1, and I said, well, don't back it because it can't run unless they run it again. And it's too, well, they wouldn't be able to get a suitable race when it's too close to Shelton to be running again. Favour and Fortune probably go back to Ayr for that Scottish county hurl. Ran a decent race. It was only a couple of pounds higher than last year. Second run back. So we didn't get clean, but we didn't fill the wheelbarrow or anything. But not too bad for a Saturday. Tomorrow, it's a nice little card in Navan. I'm tempted to go, but I don't think I will. Oh yeah, the Puncher's Chase that I thought between. I think, I don't know, was that I had to snip that again last night. I had to trim it out. That same shower in Malta, even though I sent an email to them to YouTube last night. Why don't you direct them that they're not allowed to, because they haven't they're just trying to take money at random. They have no rights to put a copyright claim against me. But I had to trim it out rather than going through the hassle of emails with a dispute or whatever. But that even a different race, Hewick over something else. There's a 2 miles 3 in Chepstow tomorrow. I thought to set up nicely for Hurricane Highway. Has yet to win over Fences. Williams is going all right, but won a pint to pint before going over to Wales. It won in Fosslas, won novice hurl over 2.5 mile. Ran a couple of good races at staying distances, but I'm gonna play this and see will they go against me again tonight, because see will they be up on a Saturday night. This was the 100-1 winner that day, Karuma Gray.
And a half off the leaders. Hurricane Highway, the same can be said for. Karuma Gray has now moved into 7th place from Rock Dance, and know when to hold him. He's still at the rear of the field. So now they turn back into the home straight. They've got 4 to jump. In the Adept GRP Cabinet's Novices Handicap Chase, Saladin's Son is now just being ridden along on the inside, has not long left. Hold Your Fort and Art of Diplomacy catching the eye. Karuma Grey at a huge price on the outside, making good headway with Hurricane Highway. Just over Land and Rock Dance trying to close as they come towards 4 out, and Art of Diplomacy came up with a 2-length advantage from Hurricane Highway. Karuma Grey being nursed into it by Fenlon as well. Just over Lands off the bridle, not long left as Weak and Tamely. Rock Dance further back from Hold Your Fort. Saladin Sun pulls up. Art of Diplomacy over the final ditch by a length, but look at Karuma Grey, and Karuma Grey strides into the lead, comes down towards the final 2 fences. Hurricane Highway, the Blue Jacket, third. Karuma Grey led from Art of Diplomacy. The Bowen brothers trying to close in on Karuma Grey, just over Lands in fourth, coming down towards the final fence, and it's Karuma Grey by a length and a half. Karuma Grey came up well from Hurricane Highway, and back in third place then is Art of Diplomacy, but look at Karuma Grey at huge odds. He's the rank outsider, and he's stayed on to win well. Karuma Grey beat Hurricane Highway, Art of Diplomacy third, just over Land, then Rock Dance, no when to...
That must have a good breakfast there. It was beaten by 135 lengths, I think, in its next race. And Hunter Legend, wasn't it? 4th to 4, 135 lengths, won on heavy ground. Had switched yards there a few times. Had the Weetabix that morning though. Largy Poet, it's still with Nichols, but it was bought in the sales there, and there'll be pressure on him to get something out of that horse, because they bought it new owners for 90,000. So I'd be saying, they'd be thinking, come on, we want a few pound back. But Hurricane Highway might come on. It's gone favourite now. Danica won the last day, famous 5 Largy Poet. I just thought the galloping track might suit him, second round back. Just when I was that open, I was looking at that race. We'll be hoping that Better Days Ahead will win that race tomorrow and go on to the Brown Advisory with a fighting chance for us. Gordon Elliott had it entered the 2 miles 5 last week, but he took it out. He went for this instead. The only thing is, the winner of this race last year was American Mike, and no winner of that race has gone on while Coco Beach was to win or to be placed, I think, in the Brown Advisory. But it is a dour stare. It won the Martin Pipe for us last year. 3-card Bragg was pretty good the last day. We'll be hoping that it win tomorrow. On us 1 to 2, 4 to 7. What else is there in Navan tomorrow? Oh, the Boyne Hurl. The Devil's Coachman won at heavy ground in 2022 as a 6-year-old. It's back now as a 9-year-old. It was fast finishing second in the Galmoy. Manilo Indo back over hurdles. Revere de Tell, Maxim, Fern Glory back as well. But the way that finished over, but that was a longer trip, wasn't it? The Galmoy is 3 miles. I don't see where he done before he won. 2022. He was second. He was run over fences before he reverted back to win this. There's an interesting race tomorrow. Veterans one in Exeter. The last 5 years was won by a 10-year-old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 out of 7. I thought it was between 2. Does he know? That done a good turn for us in, 22? But it has been 4th the last 3 times, but up against good horses. And it's come down a few pounds in the weights. I thought it's between him and Gustavian. It was behind Senior Chief and a Buffalo Soldier and Charlie Uberalis, and it was carrying 12 stone twice of those 3 outings. But Gustavian runs well in Exeter. It fell the last time, but it fell because he couldn't get his feet up out of the ground, because by manner they'd hate heavy ground. He was stuck to it. But he won before. He won on heavy ground actually, which is a bad race in Exeter before. Won a maiden hurdle. But he won a novice chase on good ground by 29 lengths. 11-2 favourite that day. Where did he win? Where are we here? Yeah, maiden hurdle. Back in 20. But he was 4-7, like, heavy ground wouldn't stop him that day. But he's carrying 10 stone 5. Sammy Twist. 23 pound of a difference. I'd nearly. What did I say a few minutes ago? The 2 I like. Split our stakes on them and do a reverse forecast. One and 7. But I'd nearly favour Gustavian over Dusino, but I think Dusino will run a big race. If you get me drift. Right, I didn't look at the comments in the last couple of hours. I'll check to see the emails addresses for the tickets or what's the story. I'll put up a link on Sunday and Monday night. Anyone that wants to give a few pounds to that. Any updates on Mikey O'Sullivan? I didn't hear anything today. Did anybody hear anything? I hope he's recovered. The Super Bowl is on tomorrow night. The Chiefs, I'm a Chiefs fan, as everybody knows. It'll be difficult. The number 1 defence in the league is the Eagles. Actually, the offensive line for the Eagles, they're all 6'6" or over, and the way, I think it's 330 pound or something. They're absolute giants. Like, there's no way with the rate of weight against their defense from the Chiefs that they'll get through to sack the quarterback. I never seen a line so big. But that's starting at 11:30 tomorrow night. So bash the bookies over and out.